Hello YouTube, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to fight the Wither boss. So right now we're in the Nether world. We're right outside of a Nether fortress so that we can obtain the resources to create the Wither. Now that is done by obtaining a rare drop item from a Wither skeleton. You're going to obtain their skulls. But the first thing that you do whenever you go into this fortress is that you modify it. Now these skeletons do spawn in very dark areas within the Nether fortress area. So what I've done is that not only have I made this dark, but I've also expanded the rooms and corridors so that there would be a greater spawn rate. So what I did was that besides expanding the rooms over there, I've also made the walkways much bigger and much safer so that we can fight these creatures. Right now I'm only seeing neutral mobs here, but it's a little bit hard to spot the wither monsters. So let me check above ground here, and there might be some choice editing. So get rid of that guy. Now what I've also done is that since this is such a rare drop item, I've brought along a special sword here, which is a looting sword that will allow us to obtain more drop items when we eventually find that wither skeleton. So in the meantime, let's find them. Once again, there's going to be some choice editing. Okay, here's one right here. Now it's much bigger than your regular skeleton. And it just dropped a bunch of skeleton bones. So this is a rare item, so it's going to take us a while. It could take an hour or two. So I've increased the brightness of the game here so that you can see the wither skeletons at the far end. Now it's going to look bigger than a regular skeleton. They don't actually shoot. They attack you with a poison sword. Oh boy, I mustn't hit him. He's mad. In case you don't know, if you attack one of the pigmen in this game type, they will all attack you. So let's try to get this guy here. And right now I am poisoned in the upper right corner. So no good items here. Okay guys, so I just fought one of those wither guys and I got the item here. Unfortunately, it was just one of them, so we need 3 of them to complete that. Sufficient to say, this does take a while, so even with your enchanted items, this can be a very time-consuming process. But with this in mind, we have enough patience here to go on to the second part of the video. Welcome back, and in this part we're in the creative mode. This is where I test out some of my new ideas, but we're going to go straight into the video into preparing yourself onto how to defeat a wither boss. So I'm going to pick a place here. And right now I'm on the creative mode aspect of it. So we're going to set up our base here first. And, let me get this situated here. Start with some TNT to cover more area. Okay, so this is going to be the shaft that goes down, and then we're going to have a supply room here. And then we're going to go further down into the expected combat room. So what we're going to have to do here first is enchant our items. And then once we get our items enchanted, we're going to have to set up this room, obviously. And then eventually we're going to get started with the bonfire. Let's see here. This is just... that might be problematic. We have a cavern underneath. So, let's see here. So right now this is not an ideal area to set up the fight. But actually we can just square that up over here. Okay, now we're going to check the side rooms here. And what you're going to try to do is to hear if there's any water or lava. So I'm not hearing anything here. Let's check above. Now with the lava and water, that just makes it more difficult to fight the wither creature. Small cavern up here. Nothing too bad. Let's check the bottom. Okay, so that's the stairway where you can go down here and fight. I intend to build a room right here where I can actually take cover. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Now, when your wither is spawned here, this is about the size where it will destroy your room here a little bit. So if we build this creature a little bit upwards, it shouldn't cause too much damage, but keep in mind that you're going to need to have your torches well placed so that you don't fight them in the dark. So let's get the equipment going here. Okay, so what I prefer is to have blast protection on my equipment. You can do it different ways, but I'm going to have to enchant these items. So let's get the enchantments going here. Okay, so let's do the blast protection. And projectile protection. And then we're going to get the weapon enchantments. Let's get some for the bow. And then for your sword, I'm going to pick Smite because it's good against undead creatures. And let's get the potions here. I like Strength. Night Vision, just in case. Swiftness, let's get that one. Regeneration might be good. Leaping, maybe. But let me get some apples. The golden apple, this one's the enchanted notch apple, which is very good on your stats. I believe it gives you regeneration as well as some power, but I might be wrong on that. And of course, we're going to need some food. Okay, so I've enchanted the magical items here. So let's see, what else am I forgetting? I'll just use that arrow here, and then I'm gonna set this up as a waypoint here. I guess we can't sleep yet, so what we need to do here is to finish up touching up on this room, which we've already done during the editing process. So this is with the glass and the door here. Now there is a fair probability that it will be destroyed once the wither comes about, but if it's still standing, it can be used as a source of cover. This guy back here will also be our second point of cover. So depending on how much this is destroyed, we can snipe him here, and then we're going to start charging with our attacks. Now we're going to be using the potion of strength, swiftness, night vision just in case, and then the enchanted apple. So that's pretty much the game plan here. I did put some additional lighting up as well as covered up this room. So I think we're just about ready. Right here pretty soon. Win or lose, I'm still going to upload this on YouTube, so let's hope that we do well here. So I'm going to change this to survival mode. And then the difficulty is set at normal, so that way it will spawn. So yeah, drink these potions first. Now save the notch apple for last. Alright, this is where it's going to happen. It's going to be quite the explosion. There's not going to be much talking now. Yeah, half health. It's too high. half out. Charge it. The Wither boss was eventually defeated, and once that happens, you get a nether star, which can be used to create your beacon. But just look at the destruction that's caused when you're fighting this creature. It destroyed most of my cover here, and then when it got free, it was able to circulate pretty high and shoot me from down below, and most of the walls here are pretty much damaged, so always be careful when you're fighting the Wither boss. If I put it on an easy mode, I probably would have defeated it, but no, it was on a normal mode. But that's pretty much it for this video. Alright, be cautious whenever you're fighting the Wither boss. Thank you for watching.